language and literature. Today I am again back with another exciting topic, and that is all about writing. Therefore, a brand new playlist titled Writing Skill has been created so that all the lectures related to writing can be available in this section. Let me introduce our today's topic, which is an introduction to all types of essays. In general, students are to write essays in their exam, but if they are asked what type of essay they are writing, they cannot answer. They are writing the essay, but they don't know what type of essay they are writing. As a result, they cannot understand the purpose of this type of essay. Each type of essay has its own purpose, has its own tone, has its own way of data collection process. Therefore, students are being deprived of writing skill. They don't know the process of writing. They memorize. They are given 5 to 7 essays. They memorize these essays and write down on their answer script in the exam hall. Therefore, they are being deprived of learning the process of writing good essay. Let me introduce all the 7 types of essays. The main purpose of this video is to let you understand all these 7 types of essays so that you can get general understanding of these types of essays. Later, I'll make separate videos on each type of this essay. So our first type of essay is descriptive essay. Second one is narrative essay. Third one is argumentative essay. Number 4 is reflective essay. Number 5, analytical essay. Number 6 is critical essay, and number 7 is expository essay. In general, students have to write expository essay in their academic writing to a great extent. Let me explain you all these 7 types of essays one by one. The purpose of descriptive essay is to describe a person or place or event or an object. Here you have to collect data from your senses, from your 5 senses, what you have seen, what you have heard, what you have tasted, what you have smelled, and what you have touched. You don't have to take data from other books, from other articles or anything. The only source is your 5 senses while describing any person, event, place or object. Suppose recently you had visited picnic and your teacher asked you to write an essay on picnic. What will you write? You will write what you have seen over there, what you have heard over there, the music you enjoyed in picnic, what you have eaten, what you have smelled, and what you have felt. So, all the data has to be derived from your senses, not any other sources. So the only source of data collecting process of descriptive writing is your 5 senses, and tone of this type of writing is definitely imitative or maybe semi-formal. Let me go to the next one, that is narrative essay. The purpose of narrative essay is to tell a story. You tell a story in the series of episodes. It can be personal story, it can be historical story, or it can be fictitious story. So where will you collect the data from? You will have to bring all the data from your personal feeling, personal thought, personal conversation with the other people, not from any other sources. Though there is definitely reference to the real events, it is not bounded by evidence accuracy. The tone of this type of writing is imitative. After all, you're telling a story, and sometimes it may be semi-formal. After narrative type of essay, we can move to the next one, that is argumentative essay. The purpose of argumentative essay is to argue for something, is to argue against something. Here writer take a stance, and he supports his stance by various evidence-based writing. It can be statistic, it can be research article, it can be different types of books, magazine, newspaper. So it is completely backed up by factual evidence. What is factual evidence? Factual means which can be proven. It exists or it has happened. There is no way to support your writing by your personal emotion, personal imagination, or personal understanding. It has to be supported completely by data, I mean by evidence, by research article, by newspaper article, or any magazine. And the tone of this type of writing, it definitely imitative. You are trying to convince someone, but it has to be a formal one. And next one is reflective essay. Reflective essay emerges from your reflection over something you did in the past, and currently you are writing on it. You are writing on the reflection on any activity in the past. Suppose you failed in English few days back, and now you are writing an essay why you failed in English and how you overcame this problem in your essay. You may say that I was not in good environment and therefore I could not concentrate on the study. Suddenly I met a friend and his thoughts started influencing me, and then finally I got my focus and concentration back and became successful. So here data has to come from your personal imagination. Data has to come from your personal life, and it is not backed up by any evidence. It is not evidence-based writing. And tone surely is imitative, and less formal. Maybe sometimes it may be semi-formal, but it is highly imitative type of writing. After that, we can go to the next one, that is analytical essay. The purpose of analytical essay is to break down a whole work into several pages, and the writer tries to show how the various elements of this writing has made the complete work. For example, you are going to analyze the work Hamlet written by Shakespeare. Here, if you go to analyze this work, you look at the structure, you look at the character, you look at the theme, you will look at the overall development of the essay, and you will then finally probe how different parts have contributed to generate a whole picture. So it is here your data has to come from quotation, has to come from examples from this source. This is the primary source of your information, but it may be backed up by secondary sources. You can bring other researchers' opinion here, other researchers' criticism here in your writing. So the primary source is the text you are analyzing, and secondary source definitely can be by other research work, and it is highly formal. It is academic type of writing. At university level, you will surely analyze this type of work, and the tone has to be very, very formal. There is no chance to be imitative in that case. So while analytical essay look at the different parts of any particular work, the critical essay deal with any individual part of the work. Here, if you are going to critically analyze the character of Hamlet, you'll just look at the character of Hamlet, and you'll say how was Hamlet at the beginning of the play, in the middle of the play, and finally how he became very dynamic one. So here you will definitely go through his personal, definitely his behavior with other people, his psychological aspects and other aspects of Hamlet. Or it may be, suppose you have written some essays, and as a teacher I'll check your essay, and in that case I'll critically analyze the essay. I'll look at the various elements of your writing. Maybe I will look at the introduction section. I'll look at how you generated the hook, how you narrowed down your topic, and how you inserted your thesis statement, and in the body part I'll look at how you have inserted the topic sentence in the paragraphs, and how the topic sentences have been backed up by developers, and how you drew the conclusion. And this is the thing I look at while I critically analyze your work. So this is the difference between analytical essay and critical essay. Analytical essay look at the complete work, and critical essay look at any part of that. of that work. Finally comes the expository writing. Expository writing, the main purpose of expository writing is to explain, is to inform your reader. There is no chance of becoming imitative here. And in academic life, students have to write expository essay to a great extent. And it is completely backed up by data, completely backed up by evidence. You have to provide the evidence, research work, articles, statistic in order to back up your data. And the tone of expository writing is completely formal. So these are the processes of writing different types of essays. And you have come to know not only the data collection of the essay, you have come to know the purposes of this essay, you have come to know the tone of different types of essays, and in general our students are deprived of knowing this process of writing these essays. I am expecting that you will watch this video again and again and you will come to know the process of writing and stop memorizing the essays. You have to get out of this culture. Thank you everybody. If you really like my video, like, comment, share and subscribe my channel. Your subscription will give me encouragement to make more videos in future. Thank you everybody. Thank you for watching this lecture. Have a great day.